ladies and gentlemen. Be Real Entertainment and Sports Bet presents Knockout Kings. And I'm your host, Jay Maurice. Hey, I appreciate you for pressing that play button and tapping in with me, checking me out. Appreciate it. Today's show, we're going to be talking about Devin Haney and what Dev need to do to regain his elite status as one of those premier boxers. One of the boxers at the top of the list, maybe even regain his pound for pound status. In my opinion, I feel like Dev, he is still capable of reaching that elite status that he once had, but it's going to be a series of things that he's going to have to do in order to regain that position. The first thing I think that he would have to do would be to separate himself from his father. I know it's hard. I'm gonna say this: Bill Haney is a good father. He's a good father. But for your career, you don't need your good father there. You need somebody that has experience and is able to tell you things that your father just don't quite know. You know, he's not really a boxing guy. You know, he just been around boxing, seen boxing, been real close to, great trainers, great boxers. But you're gonna need a little bit more than that though. So what I would say is, separate yourself, separate the business from family. Bill, he's a great father. I think Bill Haney is one of them fathers that, when he taught Devin how to ride a bike, he took the trainer wheels off, but he was holding you, running with you, all the way while you riding a bike. And he like, look at my son. My son can ride a bike. He the best bike rider in the world. Can't nobody ride a bike like my son. But he hold you. He ain't letting you go do your thing. He hold you. Bill, you got to let dude go. You got to let him go. You got to let that man be a man. He's no longer a child no more. Stop referring to him as your baby. I understand. I'm a father too. I always see my kids as being my kids, but they grown. I gotta let them do what they do. I gotta let them be who they is. So just Dev, either let your father sit in the audience or sit at the house and watch it on pay-per-view. But he need to get up out your corner. And he might need to get up off of your management team. That's just an opinion of mine. Because he got a lot of things going on. Bill Haney is, his nickname in boxing circles is Dirt. Dirt, yeah. So, I feel like he's one of the most hated guys in boxing who's not a boxer or who's not a promoter, but he's one of the most hated guys. Or he's just not liked a lot, so that can bring your career down. It's people that, might like you as a boxer, might like to see you, do your thing. But what they don't like is your daddy with all that mouth and just talking. He don't let you do the talking in the ring. He wants to talk. He wants the limelight. He wants, all the shine on him. Old dude, Bill Haney, cut it out. Your time over with. Cut it out. Sit down, relax yourself. Relax yourself and let your son do what he need to do. That's really, all I got to say on that. But the thing that I think that you could do in the ring to regain that elite fighter status is you're gonna have to fight a gauntlet of talented boxers. And I think the first boxer you might need to start off with may be AB, Adrian Bronner. Adrian wants to fight you. Now, if you can beat Adrian, I don't know. But if you can beat him, that'll be the first boxer you get out the way and you can get back on track of winning. Then the next boxer you might have to fight may be somebody like Teofimo Lopez. If you can fight Teofimo Lopez, make the fight happen, and you were able to beat him, then you can fight somebody like Aesop Cruz. If you could beat Aesop, if you're able to beat Aesop, then you'll have to fight maybe like a Shakur Stevenson. Fight Shakur. And if you're able to beat him, then you can go on and maybe try to get Tank. But you're going to have to build yourself up to fight Tank. Tank like the big boss, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to fight all these little other bosses in order to get to Tank. You don't even have to fight Ryan no more. You don't even have to fight him. You can just move on. Don't fight him. Like I said, fight Adrian Bronner if you're able to beat AB, which that will be a very good fight. You know, AB still got some pop left in them hands. And, you know, if you're able to beat him, you know, fight somebody like a Teofimo. If you're able to beat Teofimo, fight somebody like Aesop Cruz, Pitbull. Then if you're able to get past him, fight Shakur Stevenson. And if you're able to get past him, oh, I forgot, Frank Martin. You know, slide Frank in there somewhere. And those would be like 5 tremendous fights. And if you're able to come out with victories in those fights, you got to have victories. Whether it be a knockout or a decision, you got to have victories in those fights. And then you have to fight Tank. And Tank will be the test of you, if you make it or not. You know, if you're able to do that, I feel like you'll be able to gain your elite status. But if not, you know, it is what it is. You know, and I ain't gonna argue back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go back and forth with you. I just ain't gonna do it. I ain't fixed to do it. But yeah, do that, man, and you'll be able to gain your status back. Well, that's all I got for today. It's another fight coming on tonight, which is Canelo Saul Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. Yeah, so I'm going to be giving y'all round by round coverage of that. So check me out on that. Check that out. And check out my Sports Spit, my NBA podcast. Check us out. Hey, if there's anything that I said that y'all think that I should have said, or, you know, leave a comment in the comment section. If it's something that you feel like, hey, I ain't say that right, or I didn't, you know, put it in the way that you would put it, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section, and, you know, we can discuss it. Then I will go back and forth with you. So, hey, it's your boy, Jay Maurice, and this is Knockout Kings. And we out. Peace.